Behind me stands a national icon, the Angel of the North. Its creator, Anthony Conley, wanted to help signify the transition from an industrial age to the information age. In our own industry, we face our own evolution and transition, namely from the more traditional manual gearboxes to automated transmissions. I'm here today in the northeast of England to find out from Stephen Forster of DW and EE Conley if the manual gearbox still has a place in our industry, and if so, where is it best suited? Here we are then. Looks like the right place. Let's go and say hello. Steve, how you doing, mate?
James, how are you?
Good to see you.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for having us here.
No problem.
So just talk us through your operation.
Well, basically I work for DW and EE Conley, and we're a tipper and muck shift operation, running about 14 trucks at the moment.
That's great. Okay, so this is your new CF then?
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing I can notice is that this is a CF construction. Why did you opt for the construction rather than the normal haulage?
Just literally standover height, ground clearance.
Okay.
It's essential for our work, for the sites that we go to and things like that. It's something that we need.
Really important, yeah.
Yep.
So I understand you've been quite heavily involved in the specification of the vehicle. Payload very important, yes, I imagine, yeah. Talk us through some of the options that you included on this to optimise the payload.
Well, basically we've got Gearboxes Alcoa aluminium wheels, which save weight as well. And as we move on to the back here, we've got disc brakes, which obviously are less maintenance intensive and are lighter as well.
About 100 kilos lighter, I think, aren't they, than the drums? Yeah, okay. So, I mean, the other thing for me that's most noticeable is that you've gone for a manual gearbox rather than the Traxon. Why did you choose that rather than the automated? Just
my choice, personally. I did try the Traxon gearbox and I thought it was absolutely fantastic, but it's just my personal preference, and the setup that truck is, the action's just so light, it's not a chore to change gear whatsoever. It's awesome. Perfect.
So what are you up to today then?
Well, we'll be going to the quarry and sticking a load of stone on.
Okay, can we come along for the ride?
You certainly can, yes.
Awesome, let's go for it.
Yep.
Cheers. So, how long have you been doing this for then, Stephen?
Basically, I've been driving trucks for 20 years now. I'm a great believer in going to work and being happy doing what you're doing, and I'm certainly that, and especially when you've got something as good as the DAF product to drive.
Right, okay, so how does the drive compare to your previous truck?
Well, it's like night and day basically. It's that big of a difference in terms of comfort. It's just so much quieter, so much smoother. The power delivery is so much more smoother with the MX-11 engine. You get out of the truck at the end of the day and you're not half as tired as what you used to be. It's just such an easy drive basically.
Oh, okay, and fuel consumption, any improvements there?
It's quite astounding actually. This truck can be anywhere between 2 and 4 gallons a day. It fueled better off than what the old truck was. You work that out on a day, on a week, per month. It's a hell of a saving in fuel compared to the last truck that I was driving.
So, new type of mechanism with the 16 speed, how have you got on with it?
The action is just so light on the gear change. The gear change is just so precise with the ZF manual gearbox that it's no chore whatsoever to change gear at all. And coupled with the torque characteristics of the MX-11 engine being the fact that it digs down bottom end and gets you away, you don't really use the gears that much. You can block change, it gets itself away, you hold on to gears. It's just an absolutely perfect combination.
How does it perform off-road?
Fantastic. I've never been beaten with it yet. Been on some really boggy sites with it. If I've ever had the misfortune to get stuck, it's just forward, reverse, just rocket straight out of the hole. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. Brilliant.
Thanks, Stephen. Cheers, mate. So there you have it. It's been a really interesting day with Andrew Conley's CF Construction with Stephen. It's been interesting to learn that despite a heavily dominant marketplace of automated transmissions, there is still a place for manual control. DAF are amongst a small collection of manufacturers that still offer a manual gearbox as an option. And you know what? I think we've got it just right.